Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital's Drew has been completely unrecognizable since last year, but he might have just pulled his dirtiest trick yet. Willow Tate Corinthos Caitlin McMullen will be anything Drew Kane Cameron Matheson tells her to do, like the obedient little cult member she is. It doesn't matter what her eyes, ears, and the people around her say. She has done nothing wrong, and Drew is her forever hero and prince who walks on water. If Drew hands Willow papers to sign, then Willow will sign them, exactly as she did on the April 14th episode. Did she read those papers? Nope. Did it occur to her that what Drew claimed the papers were for was illegal? Nope. So, what the heck did Willow really sign? Maybe she needs to have a lawyer take a good look at it. Drew claimed that he had papers drawn up that would give him guardianship of Willow's kids if anything were to happen to her. Considering that Willow is married to Michael and Michael is alive, how is this even going to work? And if something happened to her, why wouldn't her kids go to their grandparents? We're sure Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright would love to have them. Did any of this make sense to Willow? Can anything make sense to such a vapid character who has zero ability to think for herself? Did Willow just sign away her children's ELQ shares to Drew? He is determined to get his hands on anything that belongs to the Quartermains, so why not go for ELQ shares that currently belong to minor children? Or did Willow sign something much more insidious? It sometimes seems that Drew is not Drew at all and his obsession with Willow is more than just a game. It seems like a sickness and Willow has also been infected with it just like she was when she fell under Shiloh's Kobe Ryan McLaughlin influence. Since Shiloh and Drew were once buddies in Afghanistan, it is looking more and more like Shiloh is part of this story in some way. Port Charles has seen its fair share of jaw-dropping betrayals, shocking secrets, and scandalous reveals. But nothing could prepare fans for Drew Kane's latest move. Long hailed as a hero with a moral compass that rarely swayed, Drew has officially crossed a line he may never come back from. In a stunning twist that's left the Quartermains shaken, Carly blindsided, and Jason stunned, Drew Kane has made the most low-down, dirty move of his life. And it all started with one word: revenge. Beneath the surface. After months of watching Carly lean closer and closer to Jason, Drew's easygoing demeanor began to show signs of strain. He'd always been patient, even noble. He stepped aside when Carly chose Jason during his presumed death, swallowed his heartbreak when she welcomed Jason back with open arms, and played the loyal friend while they danced around rekindling their decades-long bond. But inside, he was seething. Ever since his return from Pentonville, Drew hasn't quite been the same. Hardened by prison walls, haunted by the betrayal of people he once trusted, and pushed to the sidelines once too often, Drew finally reached his breaking point. And instead of confronting his pain like the honorable man he once was, he decided to make everyone pay. The master manipulator emerges. Drew began to quietly rebrand himself as more than just ELQ's golden boy. Behind the scenes, he was pulling strings, digging up dirt, and recruiting allies in the unlikeliest of places, starting with the most dangerous woman in Port Charles, Selena Wu. Their alliance raised eyebrows, but Drew played it off as a business venture. In truth, he needed Selena's connections and access to information. She, intrigued by Drew's descent into darkness, happily obliged. Together, they hatched a plan to shake the foundations of Port Charles, and it started with dismantling Jason Morgan. The betrayal begins. Drew's first move, leaking intel about Jason's re-emergence into the criminal underworld to federal authorities, anonymously, of course. The idea was simple: paint Jason as a dangerous recidivist and let the feds do the rest. For months, Drew gathered evidence, had photos taken of Jason meeting with Sonny and various associates, and funneled everything into a case being built behind Jason's back. While Jason believed he was cautiously stepping back into Sonny's world to protect his friend and the business, Drew was ensuring that every step he took was watched, documented, and weaponized. Carly gets played. But Drew's dirtiest move wasn't just targeting Jason, it was what he did to Carly. Playing the wounded, devoted ex, Drew confided in Carly, planting seeds of doubt about Jason's true motives. He reminded her of the danger, the secrets, the life she left behind. Then he upped the ante. He claimed to have found evidence that Jason was manipulating her to regain control of Sonny's empire. At first, Carly resisted the idea. She knew Jason, trusted him with her life. But Drew kept pushing, presenting carefully doctored evidence, fake bank transfers, intercepted conversations that seemed damning. He played the long game, chipping away at her faith until she began to question everything. Her confrontation with Jason was explosive and heartbreaking. Jason, blindsided and confused, had no idea how she could believe he'd betray her like that. Carly, torn and hurt, pulled away. Drew was there to pick up the pieces, all fake sympathy and shoulder to cry on. And when Carly finally caved, they shared a passionate night together, one Drew made sure was caught on camera. The video that shook Port Charles. Enter the bombshell. A leaked video sent anonymously to Jason, Sonny, and even Michael, showing Carly and Drew in bed. At first glance, it seemed like a private moment mistakenly shared. But upon closer inspection, the metadata revealed something much darker. The footage had been taken via hidden camera, the date and time matching the exact night Carly had confronted Jason. Jason instantly realized he'd been played. But it wasn't just about heartbreak. It was about betrayal on a strategic level. Drew had used Carly to destabilize Jason emotionally, then leak the evidence to publicly humiliate him, damage his credibility, and sever his ties to the Corinthos family. Sonny, ever the skeptic, smelled manipulation, and for once, he and Jason were completely aligned. Drew was behind it. The fallout. The repercussions were swift and devastating. Carly, humiliated and furious, confronted Drew, demanding answers. But instead of denying it, Drew admitted everything. With a coldness that shocked her to her core, he told Carly that this was about reclaiming power, his life, his legacy, and his dignity. You made your choice, he told her. Now you live with it. Carly slapped him hard. Jason, meanwhile, made a decision of his own. Drew had crossed a line, and there would be no forgiveness. For the first time since Drew arrived in Port Charles, the two brothers were no longer just rivals, they were enemies. Monica Quartermaine, devastated by Drew's betrayal of both family and moral code, distanced herself. Even Michael, who had once trusted Drew implicitly, cut ties, furious that he used Carly and endangered the family. And Sonny, well, he made it clear, Drew Kane was now on his radar. And no one wants to be there. Drew's endgame. So what exactly is Drew after? Sources close to ELQ say he's planning a hostile takeover, one that will give him full control of the family business. With Ned distracted, Michael enraged, and the rest of the Quartermaines caught in the chaos, Drew may actually pull it off. But whispers in the shadows say there's more. Selena Wu has been overheard speaking about Phase 2. Rumors swirl about Drew making moves to become the next kingpin of Port Charles, leveraging his ELQ influence to mask a darker operation underneath. Is he building an empire? Or is he simply burning down the ones who hurt him? Either way, Drew Kane isn't the man he once was. And Port Charles is only just beginning to realize the danger he poses. What's next? General Hospital fans are divided. Some argue Drew's descent has finally made him interesting, while others mourn the loss of the honorable man who once risked everything for those he loved. But one thing's for sure, this isn't over. Jason is coming for revenge. Carly is out for redemption. And Drew, he's just getting started. Brace yourselves, Port Charles. The clean-cut hero has become the villain, and nothing will ever be the same again. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.